Don't know how long I was consciously thinking about making one on this, but a while back, I was talking with a couple of people, and the girl had said something to the guy, something to the effect of, had he ever heard of Thomas Sowell? Had he ever checked out his stuff? Maybe he should. And the guy had said something to the effect, well, no, but he knows his type, right? For the record, I don't think it's a race thing. He doesn't seem like that sort. But there is a point to be made there. Now, to clarify, just a caveat here. I had done a video recently with a kind of tongue-in-cheek thumbnail about Thomas Sowell. It was just, for the record, I think I would like Thomas Sowell, and I think I agree with him on a lot of stuff. It's just because everyone else on the conservative end of things tends to cite him all the live long day. I feel the necessity to delineate myself. There's a bit of a contrarian instinctive drive there, I suppose. Need to exercise my free will, I guess. So, but that being said, I do tend to think there is a type of genre of person these days, celebrity, influencer, political pundit, whatever. And it feels like, either willfully or inadvertently, I don't know which, Thomas Sowell has kind of become the poster child for it, right? The quintessential founding member of it. I guess I don't know. Maybe that's like overstating things, but it does feel like he's kind of the I don't know, the face of it, I guess. In that there are a lot of people whose whole shtick is saying, well, I believe this, I'm saying this, and I'm a member of blank group, right? That's their whole thing. They're brought in by other people or other groups in order to validate what might be a rather liminal and or edgy, possibly unsavory view, to validate this position, to validate this person's perspective, to make sure they're not being racist or misogynist or homophobic or whatever. So they're bringing in this person to say, oh no, this is okay. This is okay. Like, I don't know. I find it kind of irksome. I'm not saying that people have to have all of the opinions that their group is meant to have. They're meant to toe the line. But it feels like the antithesis of that, the people who revel in the notion of being abnormal and make it their whole personality or their whole kind of thing online, and allow other people to use them to... And it doesn't even necessarily mean that the position's wrong. I just don't like the idea of it. It feels like a very low, mean sort of manipulation tactic. And for the record, I think this exists on probably both sides. I imagine on the right you would have people like Thomas Sowell, Candace Owens, at least at one point. I don't know what she is these days. She just seems like she kind of went off the rails. I don't know if Sneaker would kind of be in that category. You know, he's Ashkenazi. I did not know that. He's Ashkenazi Jew. I don't know if he really brings it up, so kudos to him if he doesn't really fall into that category, I guess. Beyond that, probably on the left, you would have some cloying, self-loathing white people who seem desperate to belabor their own history and culture and everything that is Westrocentric. And, you know, the second you come up with something that's not Westrocentric, that is more barbarous, they turn into the soul of nuance. Well, actually, did you know that blah, 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 blah? Yep, sure, great, wonderful. Beyond that, you probably have the male feminists, right? Who are more than willing to denigrate men throughout all of history and simp, I guess? Simp for women. Say that we should just let women be in charge of everything, and if we did, then everything would be great and wonderful all the live long day. I don't know. Again, I don't think people necessarily have to fall in line with every part of their group. I like people to think freely, but the opposite side of that, the opposite end of that spectrum, the people who make being like an abnormal black person, abnormal Muslim, abnormal gay person, their whole personality, to the point where they use it to get on platforms, to become famous, to make money. I find that equally annoying, I guess. So please stop it. for me. Oh, by the way, did you know that black people, no, this is a thing, actually, an actual scientific fact, melanin production goes down, I think, as you get older. So, you're literally all becoming whiter. Suck it.